Hello and welcome to Sleep Stories for Kids. Tonight's story is The Elephant Family. It was bedtime, and Kira was getting ready to read a book with her mom. She had just finished brushing her teeth and getting her PJs on, and she was getting snuggled up into the covers, excited for the story because she knew tonight they were going to read The Velveteen Rabbit. This had always been one of Kira's favorite stories. She's heard it several times, and it's about a little boy who loves his stuffed rabbit so much that the rabbit actually becomes real. So she snuggled into bed as Mom started to read the story. And she thought for a minute about Ellie, her giant stuffed elephant toy. She's had her since she was probably 2. She had since acquired 2 tiny elephants that have become Ellie's babies. Kira was thinking about her elephant family. She knew how much she loved her stuffed animals, and she knew how much she loved her elephant family and Ellie. And she thought, I wonder if I love them enough for them to become real. I wonder if it takes years like the Velveteen Rabbit. I wonder if I'll still be a kid when it happens, or will I be a grown-up? Will I still live here? As soon as she had started thinking about Ellie and Ellie's babies that she loved so much, it seemed like the story was almost over. And she was getting really tired. As she was leaning against her mom, and her mom was finishing the last page of the book, and she could feel herself drifting off as her eyes got heavier and heavier, as she just drifted off and her head slid down onto the pillow, the soft pillow, her favorite pillow. As she started to fall into a deep and restful sleep, she could feel herself starting to dream. She was still thinking about Ellie and Ellie's babies. One was gray like her mom, and the other one was pink with polka dots. As she was drifting off into a dream, she thought about Ellie's babies becoming real, and Ellie becoming real. Would they stay the same size? Ellie was just about the size of a medium dog. Would she stay a tiny elephant if she was real? Or would she turn into a real giant elephant? And would she stay with Kira and be her pet? These were all very curious thoughts as she was drifting deeper and deeper into a more restful, relaxing dream. Now in this dream, it was raining. It was raining outside. And that was unusual because the desert doesn't get much rain. All of a sudden, Kira remembered that Ellie and her babies were outside. They were out under Pappy, the giant pine tree in the backyard. As soon as Kira remembered, she said, Mom, I have to go get Ellie and her babies. They're clear in the backyard and it's pouring rain. They'll be scared out there. And in the dream, her mom said, let's go. Get on your rain boots and I'll slip on my shoes, and I'll meet you by the back door." Now, since there seemed to be no time in this dream, Kira and her mom were at the back door, ready to go. When they opened it up, lots of little tiny cold raindrops came flying inside, and Mom said, "Are you ready? Let's race over under Pappy and grab them and run on back to the house." Kira said, "Okay, Mom, let's go." And they ran out under Pappy, and they looked all over the place. But they couldn't find Ellie and her babies. Eventually, they just had to come back inside. It was raining too hard. And Kira was so sad. She's had Ellie and her babies her whole life. And they were her favorite. Now, the funny thing is Kira didn't know this was just a dream. She was dreaming about Ellie, her giant stuffed animal, elephant friend, and Ellie's babies. The babies were no bigger than a bunny rabbit. They were quite small for an elephant, and they were so sweet. The elephant family was Kira's favorite, and she played with them all the time. It seemed a long night without Ellie, and in the morning, when Kira woke up, the sun was shining. She opened up the back door, decided maybe today she would want to go for a swim. It was a beautiful sunny day. And as she walked out back, she could see something splashing in her pool. Did something fall in her pool? Was someone in her swimming pool? She walked a little faster over to her pool and looked in. Much to her surprise, there was Ellie and Ellie's babies splashing around in the pool. Was she dreaming this? She was certain that she just woke up from a dream. And here she was, standing in front of her swimming pool, looking at Ellie the elephant come to life, playing in her pool with her babies. Kira ran back to the house. "Mom, you've got to come here and see this." And she ran back to the house to get her swimming suit. Her mom wondered what all the commotion was. "Kira, what's going on?" Kira said, "Mom, you're not going to believe this, but Ellie and the babies are alive and splashing around in my swimming pool." Kira and her mom got their swimming suits on and ran back out. And sure enough, there was Ellie and the babies. Ellie was spraying her babies with the water from her trunk, scooping it up. The little babies were splashing around and climbing on their mom's back. Kira could hardly believe it. Now she knew Ellie and the babies knew her, so she wasn't afraid to just jump in and go swimming with them. She was so excited. She hopped onto a floaty that was in the pool, her ice cream cone shaped pool floaty. And she climbed on, pushed off the edge toward the elephants that she loved so much. The babies hopped onto the raft and started playing with Kira as Ellie was scooping up the water and spraying it all over Kira, and she started laughing having so much fun she could hardly believe that Ellie and her babies had become real. She was having so much fun, she could tell that the babies were getting sleepy. She realized she had never seen a baby elephant sleep before, and they laid down on her raft. Since they were only as big as bunny rabbits, they both could lay there right next to Kira. As Ellie took her trunk and gently rocked the raft back and forth in the swimming pool, with the sun just the right amount of warm on their skin. The baby elephants were asleep in no time. They even made little snoring sounds. It was so cute. And it started to make Kira really tired too, as Ellie rocked the raft back and forth on the water with her trunk, gently rocking her babies and Kira and all the other children that are listening to this story, right asleep. As Ellie rocked the ice cream cone raft back and forth, and it just lulled them all into a really deep and peaceful nap on this beautiful warm day, rocking back and forth with the wind gently blowing. It's as if they could always sleep on this raft, rocking back and forth. Kira just relaxed more and more into the raft. She could feel her shoulders completely relax, and her head just felt so heavy, laying on the ice cream raft. Her feet, her legs, her whole body just relaxed. As Ellie, her favorite elephant, rocked her and her babies to sleep, to a deep and restful sleep. As Kira was falling into this deep relaxation, she was thinking about love, loving her stuffed animal so much that they got the magic of real. And the last thought she remembers is that she wanted to know more about this love. This love greater than she could even imagine. And then she let go, and she let love flow. And she fell deeply, deeply asleep. Night, night.